Okay, so I have this Python script that I made with the help of ChatGPT, and basically what it does is it transcribes a Japanese video and gives me the subtitles for it. So I can go ahead and give you a quick demonstration, but I need to do some modifications for it, and I'm gonna use GPT-4 to see if it can help out with that. So here, we're gonna go ahead and use this video, and I'm just gonna run the script and paste the video into it. So it's gonna ask enter YouTube link and then paste it. So what it's going to do is, here's the folder where it's at. It's going to grab the YouTube ID, which is this weird string of just, random characters, and then it's going to transcribe it into an SRT file. So what I want to do is now, after it's done transcribing, after it's done renaming, I want to place it into a folder, and that is what I'm going to have ChatGPT-4 do for me now. So I think it's pretty simple. All I have to do is move the files, but let's go ahead and ask ChatGPT if it can help. So as you can see, I am using GPT-4 as the model. So here is a Python script. I need you to modify, what did I call it? I need you to modify rename files. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this. I need you to modify rename files to move the files into a folder in the same directory of the script called YouTube videos. Can you help me out with this? And then I'm gonna ask it, please just modify only this function and return the function modified. Okay, so GPT-4 is super slow, so it's gonna go ahead and write this out. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and check what the VS Code did. It is all complete, and let's go ahead and open up the folder. And as you can see, that random string of characters is now gone, and we have this these three files right here. So we have the video, and then we have the SRT file. So if I go ahead and open up the video, we're just gonna go ahead and mute. As you can see, it has subtitles for the video down here, which is super nice, and they're all properly timed. I can go ahead and unmute just to show you.
内定直結型のエンジニアの実習サービスをリリースさせていただきました。詳細はですね、概要欄にホームページのリンク貼っておりますので。
And it's really accurate, and this is using the Whisper API from OpenAI, or it's using Whisper from OpenAI, and you need to have an API key in order for it to do that. But I think how to use this transcriber is going to be a topic for another video, as I will be releasing it as an exe to where you can just download it and use it. I think that'll be a little bit more user friendly. So this is an updated function, so it's going to go ahead and rename it and then move it into the output directory. And where's the output directory? Okay, output directory, YouTube videos. Cool. So perfect. It's going to make the directory if it's not even there, so I don't even have to manually make the directory, and we should be good to go. So let's go ahead and just paste this into here, and do that exact same thing. I need to grab the video again, copy, and then paste. And so if we take a look at the folder, it's going to be the ID characters. We're going to go ahead and just delete these. Those were the previously done ones. And here we go. It is transcribing the code. It's transcribing the video here. And then once it's done, it's going to output it into an SRT file. It'll tell me, and then it should move everything over into that folder. Awesome. So here we go. Here's the YouTube video, and now it's inside of the directory. So that's perfect. It did exactly what I needed it to. It modified the function perfectly. So I just thought of something as well. Now, since I'm already going to try to package it up into like an exe, which is pretty easy if I just use PyInstaller, can it create an entire GUI for it. So let's go ahead and try to do that with this. You are a professional developer in Python. I need you to turn this script into an exe with a user-friendly GUI. Here is the script. Please start by asking any clarifying questions so that we know what we want to do. Okay, cool, perfect. Let's go ahead and send it. Awesome. And I think this is always a very important thing when you're asking ChatGPT something. Always ask it to ask clarifying questions, especially if you're providing it with some requirements, because that allows you to hone in on the parts you may have missed. So it does a really good job at picking up on what you missed and what other things you need to consider to make sure that you're producing good stuff. Okay. Before we proceed with converting the script into an exe with a user-friendly GUI, I'd like to clarify the following requirements. Do you have any specific GUI libraries? Let's go ahead and use TKinter. You have this is a progress bar. The elements I want is a what do they call it? An area to input to paste the link into, and then a button that proceeds with the script. Do you want to include an error handling display message in the GUI? If something, yes, I would love to have error handling. Are there any specific design guidelines or color schemes you would like to follow for me in the GUI? For now, let's keep the GUI pretty basic, but let's have it themed dark. Are these all the questions you have? Okay, perfect. Thank you for providing the details. I'll create a simple dark themed GUI using TKinter with an input field for the YouTube link and a button to start the script. The GUI will also include error handling and display the message in case any issues during processing. Now that I have a clear understanding of the requirements, I'll proceed and modify the script to include TKinter based GUI. Here's the updated script. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and update this, and I'll be back once it's finished. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the final product. I don't know any TKinter, so I'm not going to be much help here, but let's see. Okay, define a new thing in main, value error. Okay, cool, perfect. I didn't have any error handling in the previous script, so now it does, which is awesome. It's going to create the window. Awesome, cool. I think I can go ahead and copy this into the script and run it to see how it goes. So now I need these guys, and I don't know if I have. Oh, yeah, I do have TKinter installed. Okay, cool. So I actually don't know if this will run if I just run it inside of VS Code. So let me go ahead and check it out. Oh, cool. Perfect. It does. This is awesome. Let's go ahead and now paste. Oh, this is awesome. What the heck? Dang, that's awesome. Awesome. It just gave me the script with a GUI. So that's crazy. I have no experience with TKinter, and this was just a quick little way to make a GUI based on a script that I already had. So wow, it handled that really well. Of course, this isn't the most intricate GUI, you know, it's just an input field of start transcription button, but man, that's pretty nice. Okay, cool. And since I already have these inside of the, it's not going to move them. Okay, but this is what I would actually prefer to have, is have it tell me this before the script is running, because now what it's done is it downloaded the video, it's wasted my time, and it's also wasted my API credits. So let's go ahead and throw that into GPT-4. Can I copy this? Yeah, I guess not. So what I'm gonna have to do is just describe it. So, okay, so there were already some videos in the YouTube video directory, and the script resulted in an error after the entire process was ran. I want this to be the first thing it checks so that it does not waste any time or download time. Can you modify this? Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, sure. I understand that you'd like to check if there are any existing files in the YouTube videos directory before proceeding with the transcription process. I'll modify the script to add this check at the beginning of the start transcription function, and here's the updated script. Cool. So let's go ahead and see what occurs here. So yeah, inside of here I have a start transcription function. I actually didn't realize that inside of main it has the start transcription function. So I think I can actually move this out of the main, or leave it here. I don't think. Yeah, command start transcription. Yeah, I'm actually not sure why it's inside of main. I don't know if it has to be there. So anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what it's got. Okay, start transcription, try YouTube if okay. Output directory, if existing files, raise value error. Perfect. This is exactly what we need. Okay, so I think this is gonna work. Script checks if there are any existing files. Okay, cool. Now I'm actually going to ask, why do you have the start transcription function inside of main? Can I have it outside of main? Don't write any code, just let me know if this is possible. Go ahead and see. So this perfect. It has the output handling, and does it work? Okay, it's gonna pop up. Okay, let's go ahead and oh shoot. Okay, let's run that again. That's a long thing. All right, here it is. Start. Here's a YouTube video. Start transcription. Perfect. This is awesome. So it already has the it already has them. So if we just go inside of here, delete them, start. Oh, sweet. And it works. All right. Okay, so that's 2 for 2 for OpenAI's GPT-4 today. Yesterday I was trying to have it make the entire thing for me, and it actually didn't work. And I actually prefer using GPT 3.5 compared to GPT-4 in order to make the script. And that's because the speed at which it is way too slow for that. It just took too much time. I'm pretty sure, you know, normal ChatGPT can do the exact same things here, but from what I know is GPT 3.5, you might have to ask it a little bit more things to clarify. Okay, so cool, perfect. SOT file saved, transcription complete. That is so awesome. And okay, can you show how this might be done? .get. Okay, it's gonna define TKinter before the call, I believe. And then, okay, sure, to move that blah blah blah, you can pass the link entry widget as an argument. Here's how the updated script would look. Okay, link entry, perfect. Okay, this is all the stuff that initiated. Oh, where is it? Where is the function at? Here it is. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and copy. Actually, let's just copy the whole thing just in case we're missing anything. Cool, but yeah, that looks to be fine. In this script, the function is moved outside. Okay, I don't know what is a lambda function. All right, so let's go ahead and run this while it answers my question. And that's how I've been learning code, is I will ask it, what the heck is that? So, shoot, entire thing. So that's the best way that I've been learning on the go, creating things as I go, so that I'm actually making useful things to me as I learn how to code. So let's go ahead and start the transcription. Okay, these things already exist. Let's go ahead, delete them, and everything should work just as it did before. Now that that's running, it's going to go ahead and tell me what this is. A lambda function is a small anonymous Python function. I won't read it out in the video, but I'll read it personally. Oh, and actually, this is a really good way of explaining things. It explains on the go. So actually, what is a lambda? Okay, so this is what I'm pretty used to ChatGPT doing, is that it'll give an explanation of what you're asking about, and then it'll give the code, and then it'll give like an explanation of the code. But in here, it seems like it's breaking it down and explaining it to me in a much more comprehensible manner, in a way that, you know, I might expect like a professor to tell me about something. It'll give a high-level overview of it, a simple example, and then the example in context of how it works. So that is pretty good. That is, I think, new, or at least that is a little bit better. I don't know if I asked this in ChatGPT 3.5 if it would have done this, but I don't recall it doing this as often. Okay, so and then the transcription is done, and that is basically a graphical user interface. But I would like to make the graphical user interface look a little bit more appealing. So how can I do that? How can I make the GUI a little bit more aesthetically pleasing? Okay, so I'm just gonna let it go and see what it gives me for making the GUI a little bit more aesthetic. What is cool about GPT-4 though, eventually, is that it's multimodal, which means that it can take in images, which is pretty crazy. So in the case that I had that error earlier with the executable, I could just screenshot my screen and then send that over to GPT-4, and it'll be able to diagnose what the heck happened, so that everything isn't limited to just text. And so that's really the limitation of GPT or ChatGPT right now, is that if you have an image of something, let's just say like a circuit diagram that you want to decipher, you have to describe it to GPT or ChatGPT, which is really hard to do. And if you can just take a picture of it, that'll be way quicker, that'll be more efficient. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that would make life way better. So I can't wait till they release that to the public, especially so that I can test it out and see what new functionality we can do. I digress. Here we have the TKinter window. We've got all of the new scheme on it, and it gives me the description of it. Okay, cool. I'll go read those later. But here we go. Let's go ahead and run it. Oh, font. Oops, I don't have. Oh, TKinter. Okay, font. Let's go ahead and rerun that. Alrighty, so this is cool. Just go ahead and do the video. Delete those. And there's actually one more thing. I want to add a progress bar. I want to add a progress bar below the button. Can you do this? Because this works, but you know, now I'm just waiting or hoping that it's working. So I want to have a progress bar so that I can actually see that it's working. Because right now, I mean, I can see the back end of it, but if I'm running it as an executable, I won't be able to see what's happening behind the scenes. Okay, I'm gonna need this TTK thing, but let's just wait until it finishes. Okay, we have the transcriptions complete, so it's working as normal. And you know what would actually be cool is if I had a batch functionality, so I can enter in multiple YouTube links and transcribe those. Okay, so it is finished writing the code for it, so let's just go ahead, copy all of that once again, and then we need that new import TTK. Okay, let's go ahead and run that. Perfect. Except it has a little bit of a green bar already, so I wonder how that works. YouTube video. Let's go ahead and start transcribing. Okay, so it's not actually updating as it goes. So yeah, that didn't work. My guess is that maybe it got stuck because I'm running it as a Python script. You need to update the progress bar at different stages, which would require modifying the existing functions and using threads to prevent the GUI. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, can you do this modification so the GUI doesn't freeze? Alright, so it's finished with this, and it just barely missed the token limit for the writing out, as it didn't finish writing that. So let's go ahead and copy all of this to modify def main and start transcription. Let's go ahead and rerun this. Cool, and now that bar is empty, so let's go ahead and copy this again. Let's go into that, paste. Threading is not defined. I don't have threading, that's why I don't have import threading. Okay, let's run it again. Sorry about that. This is not what I wanted. It's just going over, this is like an in progress status bar. Or maybe, but no, that's not what I wanted. So let's go ahead and describe the problem. So this is an in progress style bar. I want it to show the percentage done, not that it is in progress. Yeah, so it's doing the in progress style, which isn't bad, but I kind of want a percentage of it. But let's go ahead and wait again to see what it gives us. Okay, so it finished up here, and it looks like it stopped at the if main equals name. So let's go ahead and now paste this into the code. Starts here, and there we go. Let's go ahead and delete these. Here it is. Let's go ahead and paste. Cool, perfect. 10% should go to 30% of the way once that is done. Okay, perfect, 30%. Okay, and it doesn't it doesn't get any bigger with the size of the screen. Next up should be 60%, 80%, 100, done. Nice. All right, this is pretty dope. So yeah, I'm not gonna make the video any longer. It is already pretty long. So this is how I got GPT-4 to create me a exe executable file with a graphical user interface, and I think it did it in a pretty quick fashion. I don't have too much experience with how it does it in ChatGPT, but 3.5. But yeah, this is pretty cool. There are so many different things that you can do with these tools, and it's ridiculous. So once they add the ability to have images in it, I can see it just making things so much easier, because you can just paste an image and be like, hey, what happened here? What's the error? So yeah, that's gonna be the end of today's video. Hope you found something interesting, and I'll see you again later. See you later.